Anyway, today I'm going to take a look around Wardsend Cemetery Heritage Park. So it's a cemetery within a wood, no longer tended by the local council. It says with nearly 30,000 burials, including soldiers from nearby Hillsborough Barracks and victims of the Great Sheffield Flood of 1864, Wardsend is an important part of Sheffield's social history, a haven for wildlife and a place for art performance. It's also a place of remembrance with burials. Those who served and died in two great wars. Please treat the cemetery with respect. Whoa, it's a bit bloody chilly. Hey, look at that face there, Vint Rock.
Wow.
See that?
Yeah, it's very, very strange.
Someone started carving it in, haven't they?
Yeah.
Wow, look at this place, everybody. This is amazing. My God. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Look at this, everybody. There's so many graves. There's a James Mason over there. I've just been informed. This is an interesting grave down here. Have you heard it? It's absolutely beautiful. Henry Dawson, who departed this life October 25th, 1893, aged 65. Also Martha Dawson, wife of the above, who departed this life, May 27th, 1900. She was 76. Harold Long is also in there as well. Right, everybody. There's some really interesting ones here. Affectionate remembrance of Joseph, son of John and Anne Ashcombe of Kirkby Hall, Emly, who died 1864, May the 1st. He was 29. Also John Slack of this town, father-in-law to the above, who died May the 4th, 1865. He was 49. Down here we've got the stone to Mary Turton, who died October the 1st, 1893. She was 80. Gone but not forgotten. Wow, look at this. I wonder who this is. In affectionate remembrance of Thomas Cooper, who departed this life October 30th, 1881. He was 58 years old. Good was in his heart, his friendship sound, patient in pain and loved by all around. His griefs are over, his pain forever done, a life of everlasting joy is now begun. Emma, the beloved wife of George Wheelhouse. She died 1897. George went 1897. Wow, George was 57, his wife was 69. Look at this place, everybody. We've found an absolute gem here, everyone. What's that down there? Is that a war memorial?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, we'll have a look at that. So this cemetery, everyone, was established in 1859. Might be wrong with that. I'll fact check myself. The last burial took place, I've seen a couple of notes. One says in the 69, one says in 77. But one thing about this place I can tell you now is it's not kept by the local authorities, as I said. It's growing over. Oh, sorry, I've just had to stop here because look at this. Elijah Cheetham, the beloved husband of Priscilla Cheetham, who died December 1st, 1896. Also Willie, their beloved son of Henry and Elizabeth Cheetham, the grandson of the above, who died March 29th, 1899. Let's get up here, everyone. Isn't it fabulous, this place? Let's go up here. I love the sounds of the birds. The good thing about this place not being tended to, by the local authority is that they won't be knocking down any of the stones anytime soon. See what we can find down here. I mean, literally, this place is it's a gold mine. Who's this? Oops. So this one, Margaret, the beloved wife of Samuel Brown of Walkley, who departed this life January the 15th, 1858. She was 50. Also the above named Samuel, who departed this life 1871, age 67. You know, this is just absolutely beautiful. There's another big grave down there, everyone. I can hear other people as well. I don't think it's with Mum and Sammy. What they should do in here, if they could, is create you know, like a path where you can go around, like a nature trail path. Right, we're back on the main trail. John Hulbert Taylor, who departed this life October 15th, 1887. He was 69. Also Hannah, his wife, she died in 1908. Now this is a beauty. This is beautiful. Look at that, everybody. Look at that carving. Look at that. Sarah Florence, the beloved daughter of Isaac and Mia. Mary Ann Clark, who died February 19th, 1861. James Goodwin, who departed this life January 10th, 1884, is 63. God moves in mysterious ways, wonders to perform. He plants his footsteps in the sea and rides upon the storm. Thy will be done. Also Sarah Ann Goodwin, widow of the above, died 1899. Weep not for me, I am free from pain, my earthly troubles o'er. Hope to meet you all again on Canaan's happy shore. I don't know what Canaan is. Let's have a walk up here, everybody. So another fact about this place, everyone, is in the mid-1800s, I think it was 1868, around that time.
1864, flood.
Yeah, no, I'm just talking about the other thing. Simon's talking about the flood. There was a great flood in Sheffield and there's people buried here. But before, well, in 1868 or around that time, there was a scandal that surrounded this cemetery. And the vicar that actually founded it and bought the land to build the cemetery was caught in a bit of a situation because he was threatened with stealing bodies. And it was suggested that he was taking the land where people should have been buried and burying other people. Anyway, he was exonerated in the end, and that was the end of it. But it was a massive scandal at one time. So we've got Charles Wilson, the beloved husband of Mary Elizabeth Wilson. He died September the 3rd, 1893. Age 37. Boast not thyself or tomorrow, for thou knowest not what a day may bring forth. Jesus. What do you think? I wonder what's... Apparently they said that there's a railway that used to go through here. The bloody well isn't. Oh, look at this. What's up? I'm going to have a look down here now. Yeah, so down here, everyone, is a railway. Now, I don't even know if it's still used. I'm assuming it probably is. That bird. Right, the only problem with... Well, there isn't a problem, everyone, but the only shame... Oh, look, John Hurt.
Hey, George Dixon.
George Dixon.
Dixon of Duck Green.
John Hurt, he died August 21st, 1880. He was 81. What I was going to say was, it's sad because there's so many graves down there, but you can't get to them. Not with a sandal on, like I've got today. But yeah, apparently this Japanese knotweed, you can eat it. But you have to know exactly what you're eating, don't you? Can't just go for it. This bit we might be able to get in and have a look round here. What? Simon's just seen an interesting grave, everybody. We're going to have a look at it on the way back. It's a fella who died while playing football. We're going to have a look at it. See, I want to go over there. Can we go this way? I think we can. Oh, look at this, everyone. This place is just beautiful, isn't it? Look at this. So yeah, this cemetery is officially closed to any new burials. But because it's been left by the authorities, I'd say that is a good thing, because they're not bothered about knocking down the stones. Otherwise, most of this would just be flattened. Now I'm looking at this, looking for some sort of inscription on it. There's no inscription on this one. Yeah, what's this one say? George Albert, the delayed beloved son and only child of George and Emily Critchlow, departed this life 1899. He was 4. We have missed thee, O thou loved one, missed thee more than tongue can tell. Earth has lost, we heaven has found, there Jesus doth all things well. Family air furnaces.
They didn't have much luck with the kids, did they?
No. Joshua Spooner furnace.
1 year, 16 years, 15 years.
Picard.
18 years.
Walter. Ruth. Alexandra. 18 years, 15 years, 16 years. Picard only lived 9 months. 1 year and 9 months. Joshua Spooner furnace. He died 21st of November 1894, born 1832. Also Elizabeth Furness.
Must have had some money. Look at the size of the
She died 1898. Yeah, I wonder what they did. We'll soon find out, I suppose. So what do you think, everybody? Not think it's absolutely beautiful? Look at the ground. Somebody, see what they've done? Look, someone's broke these sticks and laid them down. What have they done that for, do you think? Huh?
It's strange. Modern, like that wooden one there.
I noticed that.
It's somebody who died in the 1860s, and they've just planted it.
Maybe the family have found it and...
Might have done some, investigation. Well, you'd think it was somebody modern, wouldn't you?
Let's have a look. Oh yeah. Let's find out who it is then. In remembrance of Sarah Elizabeth Taylor, born 1860. She only lived 17 years. She died at Capel Street, Sheffield, 1877. This must be knotweed. It's everywhere.
What's the golf ball doing over here?
Who knows? It's like a car park down there, look. I don't know why they would have laid these things here, everyone. Doesn't make sense. But also, there's a wreath. And it says South Yorkshire Police. I mean, that could have been there years and years and years.
Would have disintegrated, wouldn't it? Maybe someone's been killed here.
Well, something must have gone off. So, if you want to visit this place, it's called Wardsend, and it's just by Sheffield Wednesday Football Club in Hillsborough. This has definitely got to be the knotweed. In fact, I know it is because I recognise the pictures of it. Look, it looks Japanese knotweed. We've got another oak tree here. Look, this is an oak. Look, you can tell off the leaves. This place is full of oak. Now this is the grave to the footballer, everybody. George Beaumont, who was accidentally killed whilst playing at football, December 25th, 1877, aged 23. In the midst of life we are in death. A sudden change in a moment fell. I had not time to bid my friends farewell. Think this not, strange death happens unto all. This day was mine, tomorrow you may fall. The stone was erected by the members and friends of the Walkley and Ullerton Broughton Football Club. Also James Beaumont, who died April 22nd, 1888. He was 44. How unusual, everybody. You know, if you think about it, it'd be interesting to see if his name's linked to anything. I suppose, everybody, if it is, you'll be seeing it right now. It could turn into a really interesting story, or it might just be one of those we can never get an answer to. What we're going to do now, we're going to walk down to the bottom, because there's more graves at the bottom that I want to look at. It'd be really good if we could walk through some of these, everyone, because I'm absolutely convinced that there's going to be some horrific, I was going to say horrific then, terrific stories. But that'll have to be for another day if it ever gets cut back. So yeah, we're going to walk back down the hill now. I might film it and say nothing just so you can listen to the bird sounds, and then we'll get down to the bottom and have a look round there. Jesus Christ, you heard that, everyone? He shot off some down here, didn't he? Absolutely. Here we go. William Henry, the beloved husband of Susanna Denton, who departed this life May 24th, 1886. He was 56. A light from our household is gone, the voice we loved is stilled. A place is vacant in our house which never can be filled. And then Susanna died in 1888, and that says, I know you felt it hard to part with the darling of your heart, but only trust in Jesus' name and you shall see your mother again. I wonder if she died after, just couldn't bother living after her husband went. Yeah, that noise was ridiculous. So we're going to go down here now, everybody. I want to have a look at, there's some columns that are actually on the floor down here. I reckon this area possibly is where they have like the little bit of, I think they said they do some acting or some shows down here, or maybe that's up the top end.
That used to be a chapel.
Oh, is that where they knocked it down?
It got demolished.
Yeah, in the 70s, I think. So I think that's what caused the closing of the cemetery, everybody, with the chapel going when they demolished that. Let's see what it says here. Look at this beautiful sunlight now. There's a column over there as well. We're going to look at that. So there's a picture of it, look. There's actually a picture online of the chapel. Wardsend Cemetery opened in 1857. However, the mortuary chapel, which used to stand here, was built later, replacing a marquee, which had been erected at the temporary measure for funeral services. The chapel and other buildings were designed by a well-known architect, Whiteman, Hadfield and Goldie. Matthew Olson had it better known for designing Sheffield's Cholera Monument and St Mary's Roman Catholic Cathedral, while Maitland, Hadfield and Goldie were tasked with the detailed design of wicker arches. I don't know what wicker arches are, but we'll find out, everybody. In 1954, after falling in disrepair, the buildings, including the chapel, were demolished, and it was thought that they were... Oof! Get out! Wasp bit me at face then. As it was thought that there were no historical or architectural merit or interest, the site became overgrown. But after being cleared in 2014 and evacuation by University of Sheffield, Department of Archaeology refilled the foundations as well as a mixture of plain blue and floral patterned tiles, probably dating back to the refurbishment. There's a picture of the tiles, everybody, look. In 1922, the site is now used as a performance space for community events as well as for an annual remembrance service, which had taken place since 2014. How lovely. Let's have a look up here, everyone. This is someone's marker. In memory of Elizabeth Ann, the beloved wife of Alfred Francis, who died 28th of June 1958. Also Millie, or Mellie, their beloved daughter. Let's have a look at this other one up here. No bloody historical interest. Who makes those decisions? Let's get down here. Look at these old steps. Be careful on them.